Guys, we're back. We're back. We're back with a bang, a big, big bang. Today, I'm going to be going over. Oh, I just lost it. I'm going to be going over how I was able to make 8.2k on the FTMO and just break down the big trades and what I did to take them and the confluences that I had and that what actually led me to take these entries as well. As you know, FTMO has quite a few different accounts. They have the 100k account, they have the 10k account, they have the 200k account. So this is on the 100k account, which is honestly is crazy, is dope, and it's been a long time coming as well. Also, we actually funded on Top Step as well not too long ago. So you need to activate that account, but I want to set down another video just to show you and break down that for you guys too. So let's get straight into it. So the three main pairs that I've been trading so far using my strategy. As you can see, the charts look all over the place. Try not to open your eyes too much. But there's three main pairs I've been trading on this FTMO are GBP USD, gold, and also Euro USD. I see consistency when it comes to GBP USD. I see consistency in terms of Euro USD. Gold is the only widow maker that I have that is more like, okay, it gets to the lowest low or it gets to the highest high, and then I jump in, because naturally the market makers don't want the people that have bought in at the bottom to keep making money, and that's my philosophy as well. They can't let you make money forever. That's the thing. They're always gonna come and then collect the liquidity as well. As you can see right here with this trade that I entered in GBP USD, as you can see on my chart, I map out everything, even the sessions, the highs, the lows. I know a lot of people say, yeah, you can just do it yourself, but I can't be bothered. I might as well just do it. I might just have an indicator. Like I said, I have premium trading view, so why not mark out the highest highs, mark out the lowest lows, mark out the low highs, map out everything for me, man, so I can just focus on just finding the best time to place the trade and finding the best time to actually do what I need to do, which is very, very important. Yeah, so this is a trade I took. It was in New York session. I am an Asia session trader predominantly, so it was quite out of the norm. But what I've been seeing with GBP USD is it buys a lot during London session, especially towards the end of London session, and then it tends to sell off at the beginning or like the beginning of the New York session as well. That's what I've seen for quite a minute. Now, I know it's not always too consistent, but in terms of what I've seen, as you can see right here again, beautiful, as you can see right here as well, which is why I entered here. So what I use is like I use the past to also tell what the future is going to do as well. Let me see another example. Okay, right here, you bought up, and then of course it was more mid session that it started to dump as well, and you just need a little bit. You don't need too many points, guys. That's the thing. We're trying to go for the craziest trades, but you don't need the craziest amount of points to actually hit those trades as well. So as you can see here, we say again, London went up, part of New York went up as well. Then towards the end of New York, it dumps. So always in New York is gonna do some sort of dump. Now, like I said, there's these anomalies, maybe a Monday or like a more steady day that it doesn't, but majority of the time it will just dump down. Honestly, again here, dump down. So like Wednesdays, Tuesday, Wednesdays, after New York session is gonna dump. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the chances are it's gonna dump. Um, but that's why I'm kind of in the middle at the moment of saying I only trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I know that takes away, trading days from me, which is not too good. But these are the 3 days I believe are more steady and it's more easy to track what's going on and what's not going on, because that's the main thing when it comes to trading. At the end of the day, it's like you need to have an understanding of what you're gonna do and what makes you make the decisions that you make as well, and that's the key. So like I said, I'm a predominantly Asia session, so I will show you what that looks like on the other side as well, and I'll give you a breakdown on why I actually took this trade too. If I can find it, where is it? Right, great. So here it was again. So remember what I was telling you about the New York sessions towards the end or the mid section of the New York session. I was like, okay, it gets to a higher high, and I've taught myself now as well to always, and of course we have the fair value gaps as well. Fair value gap here was like an easy entry in that sense. Um, but I've taught myself now to always attack, and even with this stop loss, I believe it was a bit higher for 1 to 3. I always attack the previous highest high. I always attack that. I see a lot of people, they do trades in between, like say here, they'll try come into here and stuff like that. I don't believe that's a good way. It's like I target, so say for example here, I would have gone up here as well. So I target the low. Once I see a low is formed, then I'll start looking. Like I said, sometimes it could just keep going low, lower, lower, lower. But you have a higher high, higher low, higher low, low. Once you see the low, that's when you should start thinking, okay, you know what? Maybe I should jump into this trade. And it makes a lot of sense that way as well, because honestly it's good and it's quite consistent. Same with the high highs. Once you see a high high in the right type of time frame as well, like me, what I've realized as well, once I trade Asia with all these different pairs, once it gets to London session, there's always some sort of spike up. So if I'm in sales in Tokyo session or Asia session, or even Australian session, I would leave. So I would leave before it gets to even 7 a.m. I will end the trade wherever I am. I could be here, I could be here, I could have entered up here, and I'm here now. I'm out of there as soon as possible. Because what I've realized is beginning of London session, GBP USD always spikes up in some way. It may still go down, but it almost always spikes up in some way. Now, there's some situations where if Tokyo, like I said, on a Friday, I don't even look at Friday data because it doesn't give it like a real sort of understanding. But say like for example here, okay, we're selling off, then it spikes up a little bit, then it'll sell off and spike. So there was at the beginning, there's always some sort of spike or a continuation. It just totally depends. But like I said, a lot of the time in London session is going to go up because it is euro USD at the end of the day, so they're going to let it push up a little bit at some point as well. Whereas Tokyo session, it's more like streamlined. Is more, of course, a lot of the time, like over the last 2 days I believe, over this morning especially, there was a lot of manipulation and a lot of Euro USD and GBP USD pushing up quite heavily this morning, so it's quite interesting. But I don't really look at those too much. But what I do trade in Asia session a lot is gold. I love trading gold in Asia session. Very consistent, knows exactly the move it wants to make as well. Let me make this one even longer. What the hell? He knows exactly where it needs to go as well, and even though it may take a little minute for you to get your full TP, but honestly it makes sense. So this trade I believe was a 1 to 2.5, or even more than that, 1 to 2.8, which was a 2.8k trade, which is crazy, man. Honestly, like when I used to trade a long time ago, I used to always get my $200, $100, $150, and I'll be over the moon. But this just basically gives you the proof of concept that is possible, and gives myself the proof of concept that is possible on this journey as well. Because like I said, I'm not at the finish line at all. I'm not even nowhere near it. I'm still a beginner in the space basically. But what I am learning is different time frames. I'm learning what to look for. I'm learning about how to consistently find my setup. Now that doesn't mean that I don't mess up, guys. Like even today, I took quite a few trades that I didn't need to because like I said, I was at 8.2k on the FTMO. So I wanted to reach that 10k number and actually went down by 3k. So like I said, in all honesty, so I'm not going to say I'm the most perfect person. I'm not going to say only find your setups and that's it, even though it's true. But it's all a learning curve overall. Then we have the Euro USD as well, as you can see, Tokyo session. So that's what I was talking about. So when it comes to beginning of Tokyo session, it tends to dump, and then towards the end of Tokyo session / London session, that's when it starts going up. And I learned that very, very quickly. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm seeing it push up a little bit more. Let me go for like a 1 to 4, I believe, 1 to 4. Crazy, boom, full TP hit, and I could have even gone to a higher level, even if it was here, or just to clear the other high, which would have been like a 6.5 risk reward as well, which is also would have led to the 10k mark anyway. But yeah, honestly, it was good trading week. Like I said, unfortunate for that drawdown of 3K from the 10K overall, I would say made. Because like I said, I did trade on Top Step as well. Made about 3K last week on Top Step. I'm a funded trader on Top Step now as well, which is good. But yeah, so like I said, I'm right now. I think I'm focused on consistency. I'm focused on not over trading. Today opened my eyes quite a lot in terms of over trading, because like I said, I always say risk max 1K a day. If you lose 1K in a day, then you're done for the day. Pack it up, go sleep, that type of thing. But I lost 3K, 3 point, I think 3.9K, even more than that today in one day. So just as I made over 8K in one day, or over 10K in one day, I lost 3K in one day, which is not good. Even though naturally you still made like 4.7K, 4.1K, around that sort of mark, but it doesn't matter. You just need to have that consistency every single day. So the way I see it is the 3K that I've lost, that could have literally been 3 different days that I could have traded and gone for like a 1 to 3. So every trade I lose now, I see it as I've lost a day in trading. Because like I said, if I lose 4K and I don't get no profit from it, then I've lost 4 days of trading, which I can't do. I don't want to do that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. Hope you understand what I'm trying to say as well. The more videos I do like this, the more I'll be able to break it down properly. Like I said, I'm always fine tuning the strategy as well and what I'm looking for. As you can see, this is my chart. These are all the indicators I use, including Ichimoku as well. I haven't used it too much this week. I know this looks like chaos, but once you understand it, it's quite good. Because when the Ichimoku cloud kind of crosses over, like the green crosses over the red, the chances of a buys are strong. Same way, once it crosses over in terms of the red over the green, it just tends to go for a sell directly as well. But like I said, you just have to be in the right place, right time, as well as mapping out all the fair value gaps, etc. As you can see, fair value gap was mapped out here. That's literally an entry for you right there. A lot of these things is like it's just about finding the right setup, honestly. That's literally trading. Trading is literally finding the right setup and doing what you need to do with that setup, literally. Because the problem is, even once you have the best strategy, even if you have the best everything lined up, if you don't have the right setup, then it's not going to work. You're just going to be wasting your time. You're going to be just trying to jump in and make money back, or hit a certain goal, which is why a lot of pop firms is not good the way it's set up. Because when you have 10K in your mind, you're meant to go for a 1 to 3 trade. Like say today, I could have made 4K today. Easy work. I could have done it today. But because I was like, okay, I want to just get to the 10K mark, let me do a 1 to 3, no, I'm gonna say I 1 to 4, sorry, 1 to 5. Once I lost, that's when you have the problems. And instead of you to get the base hits 1 to 3, all right, move on to next time. 1 to 3, okay, go. 1 to 3, okay, go. Because you just gave yourself, every time you make 3K, you gave yourself basically 3 days on the FTMO. So just think about it like that, guys. Every time you guys lose, you've lost a day. Every time you guys lose more than you were meant to lose in a day, that means you have lost a day. So just make sure you guys manage yourself as much as possible. I know it's hard. I'm someone that struggles with that too. It's not an easy task in any way. Don't get it twisted. It's not at all. But where it is, it allows you to then have a clear structure and know exactly what you want to do overall too. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't too long. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on Instagram, TMullerFX on Instagram. I'm posting every single trade in there. I'm posting daily journals, more in depth, just going through exactly my strategies, my process. As soon as I enter a trade, I literally post it on Instagram as well. So you guys can look at those trades. Like I said, it's not financial advice, of course, but you can look into it and see what is going on and how I was able to do what I was able to do that day, whether good or bad. So I talk about everything, whether it's a good day, whether it's a bad day, if I lost 10K, if I blew my account, if anything. I talk about everything from start to finish. So honestly, it would be great to see you guys there. Feel free to message me, comment on this video. I'm looking to start a group at some time as well for everyone to get involved and create some sort of community, free community where everyone can just join and share ideas and bounce ideas of each other and do some live trading with each other. But I appreciate you watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.